Hello, my name is Alicia, and today I'm going to be talking about Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This book is so good. This book really surprised me. This book's been out for quite a while. I just barely read it for the first time. I had no idea what I was missing, and it's seriously so good, and I would recommend it to anyone who hasn't read it, that they definitely need to read this book because it is really awesome. For those of you who haven't read it though, this book is about a girl named Mare, and Mare lives in this world where her community is split into two different groups. They're split up by their blood, like the color of their blood. So there are silvers and there are reds. Silvers are kind of the rulers, and the silvers also have like powers, like superpowers. The reds are just normal people, and they are the lower classmen, and they just kind of live in the slums and opportunities like the silvers do. Basically, this book follows Mare and how she finds out that she is actually a little bit different than she thought she was. Mare discovers that she does have this superpower, which is very unique because there are no other reds known to this community that have come out with these superpowers, so she's kind of unique. This book is about her and her journey to kind of hide what she is, and it's just really good. I would totally recommend reading it. Go ahead and get this book. It's so good, super fun to read, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great surprise for me. So for those of you who haven't read it, go and read it and then come back and we can discuss it. Okay, bye. Okay, this book was really surprising. Like I said, I did not know what I was really expecting going into it. I really hadn't heard anything about it, and I kind of went in blind. So my cousin just told me that it was really good and that I should read it, and so I was like, what the heck, I'll read it. And it was really good. I really loved the storyline. I thought it was really cool to see Mare and kind of figuring out that she had a superpower, that like she had lightning and no one else has had that. I was like, what the heck? Like, why is she different? Is there like a mutation? And where are the rest of the people with these mutations? So I really like that. And starting out with Mare. So Mare, she's a best friend, Kaloran. I knew right off the bat, like I feel like Kaloran definitely has a crush on Mare. Like I was kind of getting those vibes, and I feel like Mare has never really been attracted to him, but she like assumed that she was probably just gonna like end up with him. I feel like that's kind of like a Katniss and Gale kind of thing. Like I feel like she might have had attraction and like stuff, and it could have worked, but it just wasn't meant to be. When she met Cal, and Cal is like this silver that like takes mercy on her and gives her a job. I had no idea who Cal was. I was pretty sure he was just like another servant. I had no idea that we were gonna get stuck with all the hierarchy, the kings and the queens and the whole court. I had no idea that that's what was gonna happen. And the whole like queen's trial and how she like Evangeline's like fighting and stuff, and she like falls onto the force field and she doesn't die. I was like, what the heck? I was reading this and I was like, what the heck is happening? I'm like, the main character just died. And then all of a sudden she like knows how to use electricity and she has lightning powers, and it didn't hurt her. But that kind of like brings me back to at the beginning of the book. She kind of talked about how she like never felt things. She like reached her hand into the power box and like fixed her thing with her dad. And I'm like, that was kind of weird, because I was like, who like just does that? But I like assumed that she like knew what she was doing and like she does it all the time. But I get it. I understand now why it was talked about. And it kind of like was telling us a little bit that she like has power. But I really didn't get that. But if you guys got that, way to go. I was a little slower. I really didn't know what was going on the whole time, but it was so good. But I was just so pumped that Cal was king. And then all of a sudden, there's like the queen's trial, and she like puts all the dots together, and she's like, Cal's gonna have to marry a person. And she's like, freak, he is the king. She's like, that guy like is going to be the king. And he was like so merciful towards her and gave her this job and was just like really nice. And Mare just, the first day at work, she like had to screw up. I'm like, finally, you have a good job and you just have to screw it up. But before that, just like how she met Cal was so crazy because she got Giza's hand like broken. That was horrible. I can't believe the silver officer was like, and hit her hand. I was like, break your foot. Why would you take that away? And Mare was just really sad, but that was just dumb. And Giza, I was like, why the heck did you do that? But I didn't understand that Mare wanted to save Kaloran and Giza wanted to save Kaloran too. But I was happy that Mare was able to meet Cal. And then all of a sudden, they make Mare pose as Marina. And I'm like, this is not gonna work. And she always talks about how like she had to wear the makeup and stuff. And I just think that's so interesting and so weird to like imagine that she like had to wear like this gray makeup, because like we blush so easily and like our veins, like I feel like you can just like see our color really easily, like the blood. And so I just imagine them just like caking like gray. And that would suck so bad to have to wear that all day. Her classes are really funny. And she meets Julian. I really got really good vibes from Julian. I thought he was a good person. The whole thing with Cal having to marry Evangeline. Evangeline, she's so mean. She just like really bugged me. But I understand like she just like wants to be queen and stuff. And she sees the threat of Mare because I think everyone sees like Cal's like so into her. But the thing is like I wanted her to kind of be with Maven. Like it was so cute when Maven like found out that he had to marry Mare and he was like, what? And she's like, oh, sorry. And he's like, it's fine. And she's like, well, who did you want to marry? Is she in here? And Maven's like, no. He's like, I just wanted to be able to choose. But then it kind of like worked out because it seemed like Maven was like liking her and she was like, Maven's my betrothed and it's just gonna work out and all this stuff. And she really wanted to be with Maven. But like, I feel like she just had that huge attraction to Cal that she wasn't able to resist it. And I was always rooting for Cal, but I was like, Maven's so nice, and how could he like be a bad person? I was like, there's no way that something can happen that will like separate them. But that backfired. I did not see that coming. Oh my gosh. The end, when Mare's like, they're all kneeling, and then like Lara that she made everyone she like took advantage of everyone's mind and with her whispers and crap, and it just made me like because I was like so concerned about Maven, and I'm so concerned with everyone, but like mostly Maven and Mare, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna kill Maven and she's gonna kill Mare. And then Mare's like can't move and she's like, save Maven in her thoughts, and like and then like Maven's not even under her control. And then like Maven's all this bad guy and Mare's like, save me, help me. And he's just like, no. And he like just like turns it off. And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck is happening? I did not see that coming because I thought Maven was on our side. He was trying to help the Scarlet Guard. And I just like thought he was a good person. And then everything just starts to make sense that like Maven always wanted the crown and Alara just used Mare to her advantage. And then she made Cal kill his father. I just can't believe that. And Maven's like, you never loved me, father. And I was like, he did. We saw the love. He is not a great king, but like he loved Cal and Maven. And Cal loved Maven. And Mare loved Maven. And I was just like, what the heck? That was crazy. That was crazy. I really didn't see that. And I just like loved Maven and Mare moments together, and I thought they were really cute, and I was like, I'm rooting for them, but like I still want her with Cal. Also, the whole thing with like her having to go tell her family that she was leaving, and she finds out that Shade is dead. That was so sad. And like Cal's there, and she's like, it's all Cal's fault. But I'm like, Cal's not a bad person. I don't know. I just really like him. I just want them to be together. But that just like was really sad, and then she like freaked out. That was crazy. And Kaloran got on my nerves. I was like, ugh, Kaloran, you're just so annoying. And he's like with the Scarlet Guard, and he like can't do anything. It's like he like knows how to fight all of a sudden, and he's like, I'm going on all these missions and stuff, and it's just so dumb. Just makes me mad. And I really like Farley. I think she's a little spunky, but I think she's really cool. I also really liked the training session. I really liked when Mare had to like start training with everyone, and I thought it was so funny because Mare shows up, she's like, I'm so fit. Like I lived on the streets, and like I stole, and I'm a thief, so I'm like so cool. And I think it's hilarious because she's like running, and she's like running next to Cal, and then all of a sudden like things start like hitting her, and she like gets slammed down, and then Evangeline's like, ha, and she's like, free. Like I wasn't expecting that, but I was like, Mary, you can't just like be on the first day and be like, everyone follow me. But I just thought that was funny because I think she does kind of have that personality as like, I'm the best at everything. I don't know. I really did like Mare because I think her character is really funny. But overall, this book was really great. The ending really did get me. I had no idea that Maven was gonna turn on them. I had no idea that Cal was gonna have to start kind of working with the Scarlet Guard at the end because him and Mare almost died in the arena and stuff, and that was just crazy. However, I did think Cal, I don't know how Cal's gonna be because Cal like doesn't want to hurt Silvers, and we saw that in the arena how he just like he did not want to like take people down. But I'm really happy they got out. I am really excited for the next book. I think it's gonna be crazy awesome. I just really enjoyed this book. It was so surprising and it was awesome. So I'm super excited for the next book. And if you guys have any comments about this book or want to discuss more, comment down below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. Bye.